Big John McCarthy has finally spoken out about the whole Jon Jones situation, and his take, it's not what fans expected. While tons of people online are convinced that Jon is scared to fight Tom Aspinall, Big John isn't buying into any of that. Nope, he actually thinks Jon is super confident and fully believes he could beat Tom if they ever step into the octagon. But here's the twist. Jon says the real question is, does Jon Jones want to fight him at all? That's the decision Jon has to make now. Either step up and fight the interim champ or walk away and close this chapter of his legendary career. And here's where it gets really interesting. Jon Jones is just 3 months away from officially becoming the longest reigning UFC heavyweight champion in history. The only one ahead of him is Cain Velasquez. But there's a catch. Even if he breaks the record, it won't be in the way fans wanted. Why? Because Jon has only defended that heavyweight title once. Just once. So yeah, on paper it might look impressive, but when you dig a little deeper, it's not the kind of active legacy fans expect from a GOAT. Especially not with someone like Tom Aspinall still waiting for his chance. This whole saga is really starting to frustrate the MMA world. Even Jon's most loyal supporters are getting restless. They're not only missing their favorite fighter in action, but also being denied the one fight everyone's been waiting for, the big unification match.
Dana's done a great job for Jon. Put Jon Jones in a room with so-and-so and so-and-so and everybody in there, and I guarantee it's Jon Jones that walks out. He's probably right, you know? And so you look and you go, Jon just has to figure out, look, do I want to fight Tom Aspinall? Is it worth it to me? Do I care? Does Jon think that he can beat Tom Aspinall? Absolutely. No doubt about it. You know, and there's a good chance he could. But he just needs to figure out what's important to him. You know, you got plenty of money. You can live the rest of your life very well if you're not an idiot and blow it all. You know, you can do whatever, go wherever you want, do whatever you want. Jon is rich, okay? And Jon can do whatever he wants. So, you know, the whole thing with the Aspinall thing is, if you don't want to fight, then don't fight him. You know, if the love of it is gone, walk away. If it's still there, then sign the contract and
Meanwhile, Merab Dvalishvili is showing the kind of respect and heart that fans admire. One of the main reasons he agreed to fight in June wasn't just for the sport, it was out of respect for Sean O'Malley himself. In a recent UFC interview, Merab opened up about it. He said he waited so Sean could have time to properly recover from surgery. That's classic Merab, always ready for war but never interested in having an unfair advantage. And that's not all. He also mentioned something big. The crowd in New Jersey, fighting close to home with his Georgian fans in full force. That gives him serious motivation. He's fired up and ready to bring the heat. In that same interview, Merab talked about the journey he's been through these past few months, the setbacks, the training, and now, finally, the moment to defend his belt for the second time, against the same man he took it from. Now, about that first fight, yeah, Merab dominated. The takedowns, relentless. The pressure, non-stop. That was vintage Dvalishvili. But here's what's interesting. Sean didn't break. He didn't give up. And unlike other fighters who just collapse under Merab's pressure, Sean stayed in it. He even had a few solid moments. Now Sean's back. He's healed. He's motivated. And he wants revenge. Merab's coming off the most dominant run in the division, so while the first match felt one-sided, this rematch, it could be war. Both men are fired up and the stakes higher than ever.
After I beat Umar, UFC called me and asked me if I want to fight either in April, which is here in Miami, or June in New Jersey. And I say yes to June in New Jersey because two reasons. First reason, this way Sean has more time to recovery, and the second reason is New Jersey is like it's gonna be like my home because I used to live in New York, I used to training there, I still represent my Sierra Longo team, and lots of Georgian community lives in New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia area, and it's gonna be like my home. And yeah, all my teammates and all my country people will be there.
Let's talk about the drama everyone's buzzing about. Khamzat Chimaev had a completely unexpected run-in with Leon Edwards at a gym in England. And oh boy, it got intense real quick. So here's how it went down. Khamzat was in England, just squeezing in a regular training session with a few of his teammates, nothing crazy. He didn't even know Leon would be at that gym. It wasn't some planned ambush, just a weird coincidence. But once Khamzat saw Leon, he walked up and casually asked if he wanted to spar. And according to Khamzat, Leon straight up said no and walked away. Like, didn't even stick around to chat. Later, Khamzat shared the story on a podcast with his friend Adam Zubaira. He seemed super chill about it, but yeah, he definitely noticed that Leon seemed nervous, Khamzat said, and we quote, "You can randomly run into fighters like that. I didn't even know this was a famous gym or something. When I saw Edwards, he looked a little nervous, like he was waiting for something bad to happen. I asked him to spar and he was like, no, I have to go, and just left. I don't know. Maybe we'll fight in the future, but I don't care." Whew. Now that's a moment. What makes it more complicated is their history. These two were supposed to fight back when Khamzat was still competing at welterweight, but the fight never happened. Since then, Khamzat moved up to middleweight, so a rematch or rivalry seemed dead. Unless one of them changed divisions again. And let's not forget, this wasn't the first time Khamzat's made headlines for unpredictable gym behavior. From going full beast mode on social media influences to wild sparring with fellow fighters, his name keeps popping up, fight or no fight. Still, this gym moment, it reignited the old rivalry, even if briefly. Whether we'll actually get to see them fight in the octagon is still up in the air. Meanwhile, in another part of the division, Corey Sanhagen is not holding back when it comes to Sean O'Malley's resume. He respects that Sean has a huge following and has done well so far. But in Corey's eyes, Sean hasn't faced the same level of elite fighters like he, Merab or Petr Yan have. And Corey made it clear, when you constantly fight the best in the division, yeah, you're going to have bad nights. That's just part of the game. But that's also what sets the real contenders apart. Corey believes that's where he has the edge. He's fought killers his whole career and believes that experience makes all the difference. He's already thinking about a possible future fight with Sean, and he's confident. Corey said, quote, "When me and Ali fight, I'll get to show that I'm a lot better than him. I don't want to argue on the internet about who's better. One day, we'll settle it in the cage. Ali hasn't fought the best of the best yet. When he finally does, he's going to have off nights and lose. That's just how it goes. I had those nights too, strong words and real ones." Corey's not about the trash talk. He's about stepping into the cage and proving it. If that fight happens, we might see another explosive matchup in a division that's already stacked with tension. So with Jon Jones possibly walking away, Merab gearing up for war, Khamzat running into old rivals in foreign gyms, and Corey Sanhagen drawing a line in the sand, we're watching a moment in MMA that's full of fireworks, and the fans, we're just waiting for those matchups to finally explode into the fights we've all been dreaming about. Who do you think will rise to the top in this madness? Is Jon Jones going to defend or disappear? Will Khamzat ever clash with Leon? Will Sean finally silence the doubters? Let us know your thoughts.